Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fudd Around and Find Out. I'm here with my girl Ashanti. Ashanti, what's up?
Hey girl, nothing, just enjoying life as usual. I actually got to see your first game, so I was super excited about that. We went up to the Mohegan Sun. I got to hang out with your family, and I got to watch you play and hit 5 threes in 7 minutes. Ultimately UConn won, and I had a great time. So thank you for that. And how did it feel?
Thanks for coming. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it wasn't the prettiest. It was our first game against, a real team.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a lot of fun. I thought it was a great, I don't know. I mean, it was also kind of weird starting so early. We usually don't have like our scrimmage until this week, and it's closed. There's no fans. So to be out there the first time playing against someone in front of a big crowd, it was a little different, but it was definitely fun. Definitely a good learning experience for all of us. It was, I enjoyed it. And it was so nice to see you, to see my family, got to see my brother and some other family friends. But I'm curious for you. What was the experience like for you sitting with my family? They seemed like a little more tame that game. Plus, my grandparents weren't there.
You know what? I will say it definitely did give a little bit more tame based on the things that we've talked about. But it was so much fun. So first of all, I want to say your fan base is amazing. I was waiting online, waiting on the door to open, and a couple people came up and they were telling me how they love you and they love the podcast.
Aww.
And I was just like, you have like the best fans and they're so, so sweet. So now I'm waiting in the front of the line with your family and we're like laughing and joking and people love them too. So that was like, it was crazy. And then we get there and we're like, of course, cheering for you and talking and interacting with the other UConn parents. And then I ended up actually staying at the cottage. So that was like, the whole experience was amazing. Your parents, super dope. Their friends, I was blown away by their hospitality. And like, I don't know, I couldn't ask for a better like first game experience. That was the first time I've got to like watch you as I know you and in person. And so overall, 10 out of 10. I loved every second of it. And I was laughing the whole time. So your family is crazy and a lot of fun.
They are. And then just wait till you go to a real game, a Gamble game, and when my grandparents are here. When Papa's there, everything gets raised a couple notches.
Well, I definitely will be at a couple games this season, so I'm looking forward to the experience.
I'm excited.
So you have a media day coming up in New York City. I saw on, I think like UConn or someone released it where it said you and Sarah Strong are going to represent UConn down at Madison Square Garden.
Yes. I actually have a pretty busy week coming up, but first on the list is Big East Media Day in New York. This will be, which is actually crazy to think. I think I've been to all of them, so this will be my 5th one. Sarah and I are going down with Coach. We're gonna have a nice, fun car ride together. But yeah, hopefully get some sort of good food before we leave.
Yeah, definitely. Or, girl, you know me. You get you some. Oh, we're eating healthy, because my first thing I was gonna say is pizza.
I know my tummy's gonna hurt.
No. Don't switch off.
And I'm wearing a dress in a few days, so I'm like, I can't be bloated if I'm about to put a tight dress on. So
that's fair. But yeah, I'm excited for you to be down in New York. I think if you're gonna eat food, stick to healthy. There's still some good healthy stuff.
There's a lot of good healthy options. There's a lot of good options, period, in New York.
Thank you. I like to say so myself.
I'll let you know what I eat.
Yes. Let me know how the whole thing goes. I wish I could go support, but I'm supporting from afar, always. You're like, don't go. No, I got you. And then you have, what is it called on the 23rd? A ring ceremony?
Yes, we have our championship dinner. So we'll have dinner. I think there'll be some donors, some other people. I know my parents are going.
Nice.
And I believe there'll be like a couple panels. I know I'm doing a panel. I think Sarah will be on a panel, maybe with me actually. I know Paige will be on one, Coach will be on one. And then we get to see our rings, or we get to have our rings, but this will be our first time seeing them in person. We got to help the upper class or the seniors helped design them, but that was months ago. So I honestly kind of forget what we picked out. So I'm so excited to see them. I can't wait.
I'm excited for you. That's amazing. And you guys earned it. So good stuff. I'm like, good luck.
It's going to be, I'm so excited. I'll have to call you after to show you.
Absolutely. Please FaceTime me. I want to be blinded.
Actually, I'll have to call you first to show you my fit. It's not like, it's nothing like crazy or special, but it is a dress.
Ooh, yes. Is it pink?
It's like the only color dress I have in my closet. So yeah.
As you should. But yes, I want to see the whole fit. I want to see the shoes. I want to know the look you're going with. I'm tapped in. I'm invested.
Okay, perfect. I might even do my makeup myself that night if we decide to get crazy.
Please
so we'll
just
see.
FaceTime me. Just put me on the side.
It's going to look nothing like your makeup. I need a lesson from you on how to do makeup.
Girl, I learned on YouTube.
That's how I'm learning. YouTube and teammates.
YouTube and teammates. You know, you always have the girls who are always putting their makeup on before the game. I used to just watch. I used to just be like, can you do that to me, please?
So I'm like right next to Jana, and I'm like, Jana, help. Like, does the blush go here, a little higher, a little lower? Like, how should I blend it? She's like, okay, do this.
Facts. Shout out to the teammates. Shout out to YouTube University. I'm excited for you. This is everything that you deserve. You're going to look amazing. So,
thank you.
Yes. Looking forward to that.
Oh, and then we have another exhibition game on Sunday.
You do on the 26th. And you know what? I could go.
You could.
I could. I am available Sunday. Me thinking through my schedule before I commit. I think I can. I will get back to you later this week. But I would love to go if there's a ticket available.
Well, I would love to see you there.
Anytime. And guess what's ready? My custom fit.
No, I'm scared. No, I feel like you need to say that for a real game.
Okay,
so you need to say that for like a real game.
Okay, so the first game I'm able to go to, that's like a on schedule game, I'll wear it. Fair?
Okay, perfect.
Okay, normal clothes or maybe like merch, like, you know.
I was going to say, normal doesn't exist in your closet. It's a fit regardless.
I appreciate you saying that, girl. But, okay. The first official game that I go to, I'll wear the custom fit. I'm so excited.
Okay, I'm kind of scared. I'm excited but a little nervous.
No worry, it's not gonna be too crazy. I would not embarrass you. But yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I'm excited for our guests. We have a special guest coming on, highly anticipated.
We do. I'm also excited. Sue Bird will be joining us, and I can't wait to talk to her. I know that you guys are going to love this, and so are we. It's going to be great. We have such an incredible guest today. Sue Bird, welcome to the pod.
Woo!
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So this is kind of a full circle moment because what was that, April, when we were at the Deep Blue Summit? And we were on a panel together and we kind of teased the pod a little bit. You asked if I was planning on having a podcast. And I was like, you just got to fud around and find out. And here we are.
I know. Congrats. I don't want to start by asking you questions, but how's it going? You liking podcast life?
I am. I feel like I've gotten a little bit more comfortable with each episode. So it's been a learning process.
Awesome. Love that for you.
What are some similarities that you found between preparing for basketball and preparing for media?
Not that many. I mean, I guess like the definition of preparation is the same, right? You're just like getting ready for something. You know, it's tough to say. I would say the thing I like about media, especially when it's live, is once you're done playing, you know, you're not going to find out for a long time, but it's hard to get your juices going, right? The way like a game or like a championship game, like it's hard to get going in that way. But live TV has like a little bit of that. So like when Dee and I do our show during the Final Four, it's like you get the nervous energy again. So I like that part of it.
I'll never forget watching you guys. Oh, what championship? I forget what game. It was South Carolina was playing, but watching you guys do that at the Final Four, just the chemistry you guys have, but just how much fun you guys have doing it. I feel like that's how it should be every time people are talking, and like you're watching a game. It's just so fun to listen to.
Yeah, we have a good time. We have a good time. You know, you never know what's going to come out of Dee's mouth. Neither do I. That's the fun of it. You know, what I think I like is every year it's kind of taken on like a different iteration of itself. Like the first year, we were making it up as we went. We had those red Solo cups. Everyone was trying to guess what was in it. We were having a good time. And then last year, we definitely went more into like basketball conversations. Like we were paying attention way more to the game than we ever had previously. Not just because UConn was in it, I promise. It was something we wanted to do. So it's been fun to kind of each year recreate something that you're already doing.
Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, so recently we had Coach Oriema on our podcast, and there were a lot of comments on social media after about how he joined our pod before yours. And I was curious to know what your response was to that, but also like, why is that? Why hasn't he joined your pod?
Well, he hasn't been invited.
Oh.
So, okay. Well, then that makes sense.
That makes sense. So for the podcast I do by myself, Bird's Eye View, that right now is like only players. I think eventually, actually only like WNBA players. And I think eventually I'll start to like branch out, go the coaching route, college players, maybe like that kind of a thing. But right now it's just WNBA players. So he doesn't, you know, the man never played, so he doesn't fit. As far as a touch more goes, you know, Megan and I talked about it. We want to get CD on before we get anybody on.
That'd be a good guess.
I support that.
Us down. CD keeps turning us down.
Oh, no.
She did say that the other day. She was like, who wants to hear what I have to say? I was like, CD, everyone. Who doesn't want to hear what you have to say?
Everybody. You know everything. You've been there for everything.
She's also never
it's the boss.
So once CD comes on, then maybe we'll throw the invite out to Coach.
I'm crying.
Okay, you got to keep pushing. I'll keep like...
Yeah, work on her for me.
Yeah, I got you. Not that I hold any power over CD.
Let's be honest, nobody does.
So on the pod, we asked Gino a question about NIL, and it came up whether, you know, you guys would leave. What do you think? If NIL existed when you played, do you think you would have still stayed at UConn?
Oh my God, like left early?
I mean, not even early, like each year
like
you can transfer to a different school. And I also want to know your thoughts about if DT would have been leaving too.
Nah, I don't think we would have left. I don't think we would have left. I'm a big believer, like when your team is good, all the money's coming. All the accolades are coming. Everything's coming when your team is good. So like whatever you might get if you left to go on your own, I feel like if you stay and you win, which obviously we know that my era, like we went out champions, like you're just going to get just as much. So I don't think we would have left. But yeah, I mean, you know, stores would have had to figure it out. They would have had to come. We would have been sponsored by like DP Dough and Ted's. They would have had to figure that out.
That would have been really funny.
They're going to have to fundraise.
Listen, I basically kept DP Dough afloat. Let's be honest.
Single-handedly.
Literally.
I've actually never had DP Dough.
You've never had DP Dough?
What's DP Dough?
It's like a calzone spot, but they have like, I can't even, like a ton of different calzones. And you know, they deliver after midnight, so.
Girl.
That's enough.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
So when you were looking for colleges that you wanted to go to, what other schools were you considering?
Yeah, so the only two other schools that I visited were Stanford and Vanderbilt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know. Vanderbilt feels like so random for people now, but we'll give Shay a shout out. They're on the come up. They're coming back.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So those were my three final schools. At the time, you got to go way back. Like I was a big fan of Jen Azzi. So Stanford to me was like, oh, this is where you go to be like the best point guard, you know? So that really stuck out. And I remember Tara Vanderveer kind of recruited me to be a point guard. Vanderbilt, interestingly enough, Jim Foster was there, who's actually Coach Oriema's like one of his close friends, possibly even like a mentor at one point. They were kind of recruiting me to be a 2, which thinking about that now is like crazy. But yeah, they were recruiting me to be a 2. And then UConn was kind of like, you know how they are. They're like, hey, this is who we are. If you like it, cool, come on over. If not, all good. So they were playing hard to get a little bit. And clearly I was attracted to that.
Just the exact same way. I think that's so incredible. Like the exact same way. If you come here, great. If you don't,
I know.
we look forward to beating you.
People always ask about like what makes them great. And I'm like, the fact that they have literally been the same for, I don't even know how many years they've been there. Like 30, 40 years.
This is 40.
Yeah.
Oh, this is 41.
42? 41. Oh yeah. 40th was last year. 41 years. They've literally been the same. It's really incredible that they haven't gotten, and I don't say this in a negative way, but that they haven't gotten bored or like complacent in doing, the same in being great and doing what works. Yeah, it's impressive.
Coach reminds us all the time that he's like, well, now it's a little bit different. Before it was, have you guys ever won? No, I've won 11. So like, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for you.
I don't believe him when he says that. I'm like, it's a little bit for you. Come on. Like you like it too.
He does.
He was having fun. Yeah, he was having fun after last year also. He wasn't just like, oh, you guys enjoy. Nah, he's enjoying it too.
Do you remember your visit at UConn?
Of course.
Oh, tell us about it.
Of course. There's not really much to tell. You have a host. Shay Ralph was my host.
Oh.
Is that correct? I think that's correct. And but you spend time with everybody. You're never, because I'm sure you guys are the same. You roll pretty tight. And so you're with the whole team. They're taking you to some classes like, oh, this is what your day would be like. You go to practice, you watch them practice. I was there I went on my visit with this other player, Lindsay Yamasaki, and then Asia Jones. So it was like the three of us on our visit. And I remember at the end of it, you go to coach's house. That's the last stop. So your visit's over. And then you go to his house for like whatever, breakfast, lunch before you take off. And that's when he like takes you into like a private room and he has his like, this is his final play, He's like, all right, this is it. Like we were saying, what do you think? And I didn't commit on the spot. Some players fall into that. I didn't fall into that. I didn't commit. But when Asia and I were saying goodbye, she kind of looked at me. She's like, I think I'm coming here. Are you coming here? And I was like, yeah, I'm probably coming here.
That's funny. What is your favorite CD memory?
Oh God. CD memory? I don't know if my favorite. I can't tell you on camera. How sad is that?
Oh, wait. Actually, I want to change that. What's your favorite CD memory from being a player and then to being an alum?
To being an alum. Man, my favorite ones aren't, she'll kill me if I tell her.
Okay, so CD approved favorite.
Yeah. Well, we played, this is like my least favorite. We played in the pantyhose era. Everybody knows about the pantyhose era when, a lot of times we have to dress up when we go out to dinner or when we travel or whatever the case. And if you wore a skirt or a dress or any kind of, leg revealing outfit, she forced us to wear pantyhose. It was like a rule. So that's my least favorite memory. I know that rule no longer exists. So you're welcome because we must have complained so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, pioneer.
Anytime.
You went through it, so I didn't have to.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's my least favorite. So, we all had like clear nail polish on deck because there was no way these things weren't running. You know what I mean? Like that's like the hack if they run. Anyways.
Okay. Actually, I have heard that. I was going to say, I don't even know what you're talking about, but I have heard that before.
Pop, pop, pop. Man, I'm really dating myself here. God, my favorite. I think just like, there was one where, let me think about a favorite, guys. This is tough. They're all embarrassing for her. Let me think. I don't know if I have any that aren't embarrassing. She'll kill me. So I'm just going to leave it at pantyhose.
Yeah, no, that's perfect because we got to keep her in your good graces so she can come on your pod. So
exactly.
Did you guys have CD games?
Yeah.
When you were there?
Yeah.
Oh, so this has been going on for like all 41 years.
Oh, for sure. Actually, one of my favorite CD memories is we were in the NCAA tournament. I want to say we were in Pittsburgh. It was like a regional. And so this is actually one of my favorites. She did a scavenger hunt game that was honestly like so elite. She gave us disposable cameras and we had to like go around the city and get different pictures with it was like go find two people with a mullet. It was like all this, we had to go. One of them was, I'll never forget this because we were walking distance to the arena. It was like, go take a picture with someone from another team. that like you were about to play in the regional.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. It was like one of the like most legit elite scavenger hunt games I've ever played. And then basically we got it all developed and we had to like put it on this like map. And then obviously, whoever got the most points. But yeah, she's been doing games and like morning walks and all that
The
stuff.
walks, yeah.
Oh yeah, for forever.
I'm going to have to request a fun scavenger hunt game. That sounds like a good one.
It really was. Yeah, you had like teams of, 2 or 3 people each. So it was a couple teams and you just like took over the city trying to find like all this different stuff. It was really fun.
Wow, I'm so impressed. I'm going to have to talk to her about this later.
CD's games are legendary. Like everyone talks
They
about
truly
it.
are. Like I wish everyone could experience at least one CD game just to know what we're talking about.
CD needs to take this on the road, after UConn, whenever she's done, because I want to play. Okay, so Sue, let's talk about your transition from UConn into the pros. What was some of the hardest lessons you learned in transitioning from college to the WNBA?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just the losing. Right away, you're losing way more than you ever lost in your whole life, probably. And that's a learning lesson. I remember I've told this story before. It's like we lost our very first game. And I'm like coming in the locker room like mad. I'm like, what the fuck? All this stuff. So I'm coming in the locker room like pissed off, not throwing shit, but like I'm mad. And I look around and everybody else on my team is just like, yo, where you want to go to dinner tonight? Like life just moves on. And very quickly you realize you can't get like crazy with the losses because there's just going to be so many of them. And if you let them get to you, you'll never be able to play the next game. So that was probably the biggest adjustment. I felt like UConn does get you ready. Like you're going to be ready physically. You're going to be ready mentally. Of course, there's different adjustments. Like, everybody's older. You're playing against like legit grown ass women now who are older, smarter. They know how to like manipulate you out there. So there's like adjustments there, but those ones you just like figure out as you go. The one that was really hard was the losing. The losing was tough.
Yeah, I was going to say, what advice do you have for AZ as she's, going to start beginning her transition to the pros?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, enjoy this last season. I feel like there are a couple moments where it's cliche to say like, make sure you're soaking it all in. But this is one of those moments where it's your last, right? Sometimes we don't know what's going to happen. It's your last year. So I think you can definitely take a couple moments here and there and just kind of look around and enjoy it all. Because it's interesting. Like I would say when I look back on college, it's some of the best years of my life. So much fun. You don't have to worry about anything. I mean, you have to worry about school a little bit, but you don't have to worry about anything else but like your teammates, basketball, your friends. You get to have fun. It's really nothing like it. And at the same time, once you become a pro, you don't really crave college years because you're a kid. You're now like an adult, and there's something really exciting about that. So I think for you and your adjustment, just you don't have to, don't think about it yet. It's going to come. It's going to come. You don't have to worry about it. You're already prepared for it. You're going to be preparing for it this whole year. So really just enjoy now.
That's definitely my main goal, is to enjoy everything about this year. My teammates, the coaches, like you said, like there is stuff you need to worry about, but we really, truly are in a little bubble here and can't take that for granted.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice life.
So, Sue, back to your, you're getting ready to go play professionally. I think you were if you weren't the first, you were one of the first classes who were preparing to play in the W because it was brand new. So what was that like? And I want to know more about like the mindset before knowing that the W was an option versus when the league opened up.
Yeah. So the WNBA started in my junior year of high school. And so I think my class, you make a good point. My class was one of the first classes to like choose a college, like knowing that there was a WNBA. So it's like, oh, what's going to help me get there? So that definitely went into my thought process. But yeah, prior to that, it was the Olympics. Like it was the national team. Like that's what you were dreaming about. I think I was, I already mentioned Jen Azzi. She was on that 96 Atlanta team. So if you rewind, they did like a full year-long tour where they they were all over the globe literally, but they did a college tour. They played a bunch of college teams.
Nice.
And I went to one of the games. My AAU coach took me and a couple of my teammates. And I remember seeing Jen Azzi. So let's call it like 1995. I'm like 14 years old. And I remember seeing Jen Azzi being like, oh, we look alike. Like this could be me, you know?
Oh.
And yeah, that was my see it, be it.
Mhm.
And there was no WNBA though. So I was just kind of like, okay, I want to get a college scholarship. UConn had just won the national championship in 95. So they're all over TV. They're kind of on my map. I'm starting to get recruited. Obviously, I'm being recruited in this moment. I'm like early days of high school. So I'm just like, I want to get a college scholarship. And wow, the Olympics would be the ultimate dream. Because even though I heard of players going overseas, like no 14-year-old is like, I can't wait to get to Europe. That's like none of that. So you're just kind of like, yeah. So this is what you're thinking about. Yeah. This is what you're doing. And then, like I said, sophomore, junior year rolls around, WNBA starts. The ABL had started too, but I don't really remember watching it that much. I definitely remember watching the WNBA. Mm-hmm. And then that became like the new thing, right? Like the new dream, the new goal. And there was definitely conversations when we were in college, like Nikisha Sales, Rita Williams, they would come back to school a lot and like terrorize us in practice. Terrorize us. It was like a two-man press. We couldn't even get the ball over half court. But they would talk to us a lot about like becoming a professional, being in the WNBA, like what to expect. And it was really helpful to have older players like alum to talk to.
Listen, you and DT go on, come back and show Azzi and her team what's up.
Oh, gosh. That's so amazing, though. I feel like that just shows like the UConn sisterhood, like having, at least for us, like having all of you guys. We might not talk to all of you, but we know that we have you as a resource to talk to and go to. You guys all are currently living our dreams. So
yeah, you'll see when you get older too. It's like you're going to be so available for any player that ever want to hit you up, and then they'll never hit you up, and that's okay too.
That was literally me this summer. I texted you, and then I never circled back.
I know. It's like, yeah, anytime. It's okay. I totally get it. I was the same way with the older, like only when they like shared their wisdom. It was like, oh, this is amazing. But I never, it's hard to be like, hey, can you help me with this? So I totally get it.
I definitely will. I will text you some point soon. But I don't want to bother you. That's what stops me. I don't want to bother you.
You're not bothering me. I mean, you're figuring it out on your own too. But go ahead.
Trying. I was going to say, well, since I have you here now, I might as well ask you a couple questions. Well, first, I feel like the thing that I'm focusing most on right now is, as everyone knows, being a leader, using my voice, it doesn't come super naturally to me. And there's times where things won't be going well in practice. And I'm like, oh, like maybe we should huddle. And I'm like, well, what would I say? And I'm like, oh, maybe I won't do it. How do I just need to rip the Band-Aid off and do it. Like it's like something is like holding me back. So I guess I'm wondering, did leading, I mean, you're a point guard, but did leading and using your voice, being vocal, like did that come naturally to you, or did you have any, apprehensions at first? And if so, how did you get over that?
Yeah. No, it did not come super naturally to me. I think I was, I'm kind of like an introvert extrovert. Like I got a little bit of both going, and I'm definitely the type where it takes me a second. I like to dip my toe in the water. I'm not the type to jump in. Mm-hmm. Luckily, to be honest, Coach Auriemma really helped me with that. He just kind of, I think he saw that I had these like two personas, or no, I'm sorry. I think he saw that I was struggling to find my persona as a leader on the court. So he knew who I was off the court, and he was basically helping me, or what he did at the time was like develop these two personas until they became one. So kind of like bringing me out of my shell on the court, encouraging me to do that. Sometimes gently, sometimes not so gently as he does. But I think that helped, like understanding like, okay, I can kind of create something that is me, because sidebar, the biggest advice I can give you in terms of being a leader is you have to do it your way. It can't be, whoever you've played with that you would define as like leaders, you cannot copy, you cannot mimic, you can learn and you can maybe steal, but it has to be authentic to you. Because there is nothing worse than when a player calls a huddle and you're like, no, this isn't right. Like it doesn't feel right. And you can sense it, right? When somebody's trying too hard. So you don't want to be like a try hard in terms of leadership. So if your leadership, to be honest, is, kind of like the quiet moments or leading by example, that's okay. But if you're on a team where maybe you might need to do more, like you're the older player now, you're the vet, you're experienced, then you have to try to see if you can pull yourself out of your own shell to develop this other persona. And honestly, it's like anything. It's like you're intimidated at first and then you finally just like make yourself do it. And you're like, well, that wasn't even that bad. And then it becomes with practice more natural. So you just got to get over that first hump, because I promise you, it's not even that hard or not even that bad. And it's going to become who you are the more you do it.
Yeah. And it'll be worth it. That's what I keep trying to tell myself, is this temporary discomfort, like that'll go, but it's going to be worth it in the long run.
Definitely.
Do you remember anything like while you're preparing for your senior year, what you did, what your mindset was like?
So I was really lucky because my junior year, we had an incredibly talented team. Svetlana Abrasimova, Shea Ralph are the seniors. They're our All-Americans. My class, obviously, is juniors. Dee's class is, they just finished their freshman year, but we lose. We lose in the Final Four. So going into my senior year, we had that motivation. I mean, you know what it's like, right? When you lose in the Final Four, it's like, that's all you're thinking about. It's driving everything. So I feel like I was, like I said, I feel like I was lucky because it was my last year. We fucking lost in the semifinals to Notre Dame. And that is just fueling everything. So we were just like mission, like revenge, redemption, eye on the prize. Nothing was going to get in the way of that. And so I think it's always a challenge to go back to back. So I feel like that's a little bit of a difference, but I don't see why you can't channel some of that energy, because it is your final year. This is a new group. I think the biggest advice I could give you in terms of trying to go back to back, and this is someone who, if you don't count Russia, I never went back to back my whole career. I did in Russia a couple times, but never in the US. So the hardest part, don't try to replicate what you did the year before. Don't be like, yo guys, last year we did this, or last year was like that. Nope. You got to like, last year is last year. And everybody you have to form this year's identity. So you got to push last year to the side. So that'd be my biggest advice.
Thank you.
No problem.
Wow. Uh-oh. I'm excited. Okay, so Sue, I want to know more about how you balanced your private life and your public life. When did you notice like fans or people start to take an interest in what you had going on off the court?
Oh man, like immediately. They're always interested, always trying to guess, always trying to, Azzi, you know about this, always trying to figure it out, always trying to like, oh, you're wearing a t-shirt. What does that mean? What is this? She has jeans on today. What does that mean?
So this was all through college and into the pros?
So I will say, listen, obviously a little different. There was no social media when I was in college. Okay. There wasn't really even social media, like probably like half my career. There was no social media. So it was, the access was different, but people like came up to you more in person. Wow. And like would like just straight up ask questions. So like that was happening. There's always like assumptions also. So people are like always reading into stuff. It's definitely a part of it. And I think the management is, just understanding that and really, remembering once you like put something out into the world, you can't get it back. But also I think like living again, authentically, bringing up that word again, like it is super important to being like your full self as a person. And then since we're talking about basketball a little bit, your full self as a player. Like I found that when I was doing that, and by the way, I didn't come out publicly. I was like out to everybody in my life, probably by the time I was 23. So everybody in my life knew. Friends, family, teammates, the Storm organization. I had to come out to coach and CD. So like that was, I literally came out to everybody. Not had to. Let me take that back. It wasn't like I had to. It was I wanted to. Okay. I'm gonna be like, this is who I am. This is who I'm dating, or this is who I am. And it was important for me. But I didn't actually say it publicly until I was like 37 years old.
Wow.
I know. It's kind of a trip. And even at 37, I noticed a difference by saying it publicly. Wow. So there was something really rewarding about it. But once you're out publicly, now you're inviting even more people to try to guess or say shit
Or have an
whatever it
opinion.
is. Exactly. So you got to you can't listen. You can't listen to those opinions. But yeah, once you put something out there, you can't get it back either. So that's to me like the management. You want to be yourself, but always with the understanding that once it's out there, you can't get it back. So that's the juggle. That's the balance. That's the management.
Oof, deciding what you keep for yourself and what you give to the world.
It's tough. Now I'm like, is there something I wish I could take back? Nah. I don't know. Megan and I are like, well, she was so out. She was like so gay. I was guilty by association.
She's like, I was gay adjacent, but she was gay.
Oh my God. Yeah. She was gay. Yeah. But gay adjacent, what's that? Made me gay.
Okay, Sue. Thank you for that. So a couple of not random, but like off of basketball topics. I want to know. So you broke your nose 5 times. Which one hurt the most?
Honestly, all of them. I think the first one though, because I knew immediately that it was broken. And so not only did it hurt, you've been hit in the nose, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's unavoidable.
I almost
It
went
hurts. So not only
blind.
did it hurt, yeah. Not only did it hurt, I was like, oh my, I was like, oh no. You know what I mean? Like the reality of literally feeling my bone like off to the side, the shock of that, the combination. So first one for sure.
Do you have a favorite pass from your career?
I think my favorite pass ever is probably the one over my head. That one gets a lot of play, gets a lot of love. I don't even know where it came from, but I remember seeing like my teammates' reactions, and that was probably the best part.
Iconic.
That was a cool one. Yeah, definitely iconic.
And now Maureen Johannes is just like doing it all over the place.
That's
making it look easy.
That's a fact.
Okay, so now it is time for FUD and games. So we have a couple fun games lined up. The first one, we're going to have you draft your dream UConn team.
Oh, you're trying to get me to go viral?
You're going to be viral either way.
See how this works? My what do you mean by dream? Just like what I think is the best?
I guess you can take it however.
Because I have two answers.
Like Coach gave his team to win, or like, what is it, a team to win or is it a team to have fun?
You want to hear his team?
I would go like, I mean, this could be both. This could be, both these teams are fun and both these teams could win. I'm just going to give it to you. So I do think if I had to ride or die just like one time, you're throwing us out there one time and I got to pick 4 others, I'm going with my senior year. So me, Swin, Tamika, Asia, Diana, like hard to argue that starting 5. But I think if I had to go like all time great, and usually I don't like picking myself, but I'll pick myself. I'll pick Diana, Maya, Stewie, and Tina Charles.
Oof.
And I think that would be probably both fun and really difficult to beat.
Yeah, I feel like you can't go wrong with.
Who's yours? Just like all the players you played with?
I mean, if I'm going to pick a team, I'm going to pick, I'm going to ride with my dogs. But like I said, you can't go wrong with any UConn alum ever.
Okay, so for the next game, we're going to play FUD or Dud. We are going to rank some draft outfits, some outfits throughout the years. Okay. And for the listeners, we'll do our best to describe, but make sure y'all check us out on YouTube to see the pictures. All right, Sue, this is the first one.
Do you want me to describe it?
Well, you get to decide whether this is a FUD or Dud. So meaning like FUD as in
draft day. This is draft day. This is FUD.
Okay, fire.
I agree. This is FUD.
All draft pictures by default are FUDs.
Okay.
Because it's like even when they're bad, they're good.
We love a business casual, ready for work.
I always say this is the top and the pants are from Express.
She got it.
I did have a blazer, like a suit. It matched the pants. And, in a last second decision, right before my name was called, I decided to get rid of it.
Oh.
And I feel like it's the best thing that could have happened. I really would have been like straight up business casual. So this I leaned a little more cash, which I think helped this stay a FUD and not become a dud.
I think he's still cute.
Yeah, my toes are out. Listen, my toes are out. We got some Steve Maddens on.
She wearing
I
black
think my ring
shoes,
might be
black
from Tiffany.
long pants.
This was a big deal. This was a big
And the
deal.
sleeveless gray and white, or was that black and white stripes kind of vibe?
Yeah, it was a stretchy material. It was like a little
It
tight
looks
stretch.
comfy.
Yes.
Yeah, and shout out to the chair.
Okay.
You know, that chair is
Shout out to
given.
the chair.
Where that's from? IKEA?
Oh, probably. This is literally right after I got drafted.
Okay.
You got to take all your little portrait pics. Oh, this is Fudd.
Fire. Describe
I feel like
this
I could
to
wear
us.
that
What we
now.
got going
This is
on?
a jumpsuit.
I could wear this now. Maybe without the necklace, and maybe those are actually shorts.
Oh.
They're not
Yeah.
connected.
Surprise.
I gotta zoom in.
Yeah, I could pull this off now. 2014. That's not so bad. Where does this outfit from? God, it might be from like Max Mara or like BCBG or like something like that. If I had to guess.
So it's shorts and a top, a black and white top, and shorts.
Yeah, I think it was connected.
Black shorts.
I think it's like one.
Oh, one piece.
Yeah,
Like a jumper.
yeah,
Okay.
like a jumper romper situation.
Okay.
But it was shorts. It did look like a skirt,
It
but
did.
or a dress, but it's shorts.
Okay.
And I think Dee still has that blazer.
I'm crying.
I think Dee still rocks that blazer.
I'm crying. Necklace and
Gonna kill me.
all. Gray.
Yo, the necklaces
V-neck.
are LOL.
Or is that a
Oh, that's a deep V.
deep V?
That's a deep V.
Showing the
Yo,
goodies.
the necklaces are legit. And credit to Andy Bernstein. He is a great photographer. I've known him like almost my entire playing career. So shout out to Andy. He took a good flick.
Okay, Andy. All right, this next one. Woo!
This is a dud. Okay, this is a dud.
What night was this?
This is a dud. I don't even know like what's happening.
You
it was
are
of the times.
Look how little you are, how young you are.
I feel like, the word to describe so many of these is just cute. Like, you just look so cute.
cute. Y'all, she has this, I don't even know how to describe this material. What's this, Sue?
It's like,
I don't know, like a lacy.
yeah.
Okay, you give it a little sexy business.
low rise jeans.
You better go ahead. Is that buckle?
Listen, buckles are coming back. My favorite thing is when I see, I'm just going to move this. Sorry, guys.
Blue jeans with a lacy white top. Okay.
And does that necklace act as a shield also? Can I just like take it off and what is going on? So this is, we've entered dud category. This is a dud.
Okay.
But I was just going to say, I love how I'm seeing like styles from kind of like this, if I had to guess, is like early 2000s are starting to come back. I see a lot of belt buckles these days. I'm just saying. Not that necklace, no. Oof. Tough.
Here we go. Ooh, girl. What you
How
think?
do you feel about this? This was, I have like one of those memories. I don't forget anything. This was like a shoot. These aren't my clothes.
Okay.
I was put in these clothes.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
It's, basic, black and white striped. Probably the same jeans as the picture before. They're giving blue jeans.
What's them shoes? What's them shoes?
I don't know. I can't see the shoes. I can't see. Oh, those are Nikes.
Okay.
I think this was a Nike shoot. So those are some Air Force Ones.
Oh.
Listen, the shoes were usually on point.
It is a
This is
Nike
a Nike
shoe.
shoe.
Yes. If you zoom
They
into
put
the
you
top.
in this?
Wait.
Yeah, this was
This is back
our
in the day,
casual wear.
Azzi.
Oh,
Oh no, those are Air Force Ones for sure.
And if you zoom up on the top, there's like a little Nike check on the top right.
Yeah. Yeah, the shirt's Nike.
Type right.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I was just like doing my contract.
But seriously, Fudd or dud for that. Like, would you put that on?
Yo, the Air Force Ones.
Air
Do you
Force
see those
Ones,
things?
yes.
This is a Fudd.
Yes.
I wouldn't put it on now per se.
I don't know, sis. The shirt given Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice is a classic. So it's classic. Yo, the things. This is what I had to do to get a gold medal. Okay. This is what I had to do to get a gold medal. I didn't have a say. I said, "Are you serious?" This was for the London Olympics. Do you have the one where I have the hat on?
Oh.
Yo, there's one where I have the whole hat on. I'm like, I forget the names of those soldiers, but
Okay, so we represent
Was
the
it heavy?
soldiers.
Yeah, it was heavy.
The coat looks heavy.
I know, and I'm like, did the scarf is, listen, the coat. Wait, what are the names of these soldiers? It's just the King's Guard.
Oh,
Okay.
King's Guard.
Yeah, they like guard the palaces.
Oh,
They're
I
like
think I've seen
outside of
that.
Buckingham Palace. Yeah, so they're like the King's Guard outside of Buckingham Palace. You do these photo shoots when you're headed to the Olympics where they just have you do a bunch of different stuff. And so this was before the London Olympics. They had us all put this coat on. And then, they had to let everybody know I was still American. So they put the scarf on me. I don't even know. This is, listen, it's a FUD because it's funny.
Does
the F
it.
for FUD stand for funny in this? It does.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God. My pictures through the years are so ridiculous and so funny and so tragic. And yet it would have been worse if there were camera phones. So I can't even complain. It would have been worse.
If social media was popping.
It would have been worse.
But it's okay. Because Style Now, fire. And you get to pick what you want to wear. And you don't have to do this again. And some of it's coming back, like you said. So
I should have kept
Trendsetter.
Except apparently that striped Nike shirt.
Ooh.
You guys are saying that one's out.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, sure. Fair. I'll take that.
So the last little thing is going to be quick. 1, 2, happy belated birthday.
Yes.
Thank you.
From me, Azzi and Fudd Around. The Fudd Around Find Out pod. Quick story. We share a friend. Her name is Alex Taylor. She does Hoop York City, which is a women's collective. And it was started to give women a safe place to play where it's just all women. It's been around since 2018. And you guys have, developed a friendship. And I don't know if you remember the conversation you had with Alex at Deep Blue's launch party. But she had this shirt originally.
Yeah.
And the woman on it was just, in your words, a bootleg Hoop York City logo. But now it's you. Happy birthday. It's you. And we all have one. And you're going to have one delivered to your house. So happy birthday. And we love you.
Thank you. Oh, that is so sweet. Yo, I just wore that the other day.
And now we got to give you an updated one.
And now it's going to be me?
Yes.
Oh, Alex is the best.
Because the advice you gave was, give a real athlete on there. And what better athlete than you? So.
I love that. Thank you guys so much. And obviously shout out to Alex.
Thank you so much for listening and tuning in to today's podcast. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to Fudd Around and Find Out wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll see you guys next week.